GCSE does not matter if you want to become a Formula 1 engineer. I'm joking, it does. Formula 1 is one of the most competitive fields in the world. Every decision, from the design of the car to the strategies on track, require top expertise. This means that the choices you make in GCSE can impact whether or not you get into Formula 1. In this video, we're going to break down why GCSE matters, how they can fast-track you to Formula 1, and how subjects can actually make a difference. As always, feel free to skip around using the timestamp to save you a bit of time. If you don't know me yet, I'm Tommy. I'm currently working as an electrical engineer in one of the Formula 1 consultant company. I'm also doing mechanical and electrical engineering in one of the top 5 engineering University of Bath. This channel is all about helping you to get into Formula 1 with evidence-based strategies and tools. Let's get into the video. Why GCSE matters. Let's start by talking about why we are even discussing GCSEs if you're aiming to become an engineer in Formula 1. GCSE might feel like just another school milestone, but they actually have a huge impact on your journey to this highly competitive field. And I actually know this firsthand. I was working towards a career in Formula 1 engineering myself, and my GCSE choices gave me a solid foundation to get to where I am today. Think of it like this. Formula 1 teams are after the sharpest minds with the strongest foundations in STEM. And if you don't know what STEM is, it stands for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. The problem is, if you don't get solid base foundation early on, you'll find yourself struggling to catch up later on. So whether you're someone who's already passionate about Formula 1, a parent who's trying to help your child to make a career decision, or even just a student who's looking for direction to get into Formula 1, knowing the importance of GCSE is the first step you take to stay on track to become a Formula 1 engineer. And here's the thing, if I didn't do what I did in GCSE, I wouldn't be here right now. Now, let's get into the exciting part. How GCSE actually fast-track your journey to Formula 1. This might sound like a really bold claim, but hear me out. Basically, when I was choosing my GCSE, I didn't realize there is some subjects that can give me an advantage early on. And if you play your cards right, these advantages can save you a massive amount of time and make you become a more competitive candidate later on. A bit of like how Aston Martin became so good in 2023. For example, many Formula 1 engineering jobs actually require a high level of technical skills in areas like mechanical and electrical systems. So that's why mainly focusing on subjects like math and physics can set you up to dive into more complex topics later on. But actually not only that, mastering these subjects early on in your teens can build up your analytical and problem solving skills as well. So by the time you're in A-level or choosing your university courses, you will actually already be ahead of the pack. So my advice is to think GCSE is like a foundation that, if it is done correctly, it gives you a clear advantage when it comes to apply for competitive positions. But also, by focusing on the right subjects, you'll be spending less time on advanced classes like in A-level and actually spending more time on hands-on projects that actually matters in Formula 1. You might be thinking, do I really need to be that strategic in my GCSEs? And I know what you mean because I felt the same. The problem is that Formula 1 field is so competitive, so every advantage counts, and this is especially important when you're just starting out. Right, so which subjects can actually make a difference and what should you be focusing on? Here's where it gets specific. And I'm going to break down for you based on what I've learned and the mistake I've seen other people made. But basically you should start with physics and math. This is because physics gives you a solid foundation or understanding of mechanics, forces and energy, which are all the essential concepts in vehicle dynamics and aerodynamics. Math, on the other hand, is the backbone of engineering calculation. But there's actually one mistake that a lot of people make, which is they take physics and math, but they ignore subjects like chemistry or computer science if you have it in your school. Which I think most school does in the UK, right? Why is that? It's because chemistry might seem not directly linked to Formula 1, but understanding the material science, like how carbon fiber how a carbon fiber is made and what is used, can give you insights other candidates might lack of. And there is computer science. The future of Formula One engineering is becoming more and more digital, where everything can be a number. So if you have a background in software or coding, can make you stand out even more amongst the math and physics nerds. This is because knowing how to program, or at least understanding software logics, is incredibly valuable when you are dealing with data analysis or system controls. Here's the takeaway. Physics, math, chemistry, and computer science will maximize your options down the line. So what you want to do is avoid focusing too much on the subjects that don't give you a direct advantage, or develop these core skills, which are problem solving, analytical skills, software, or chemistry behind materials. For example, don't focus too much on drama, for example, or don't focus too much on food technology, because you won't necessarily need it. But also, I know it's tempting to focus on these subjects because you have interest on them. To be honest, I actually did that, where I took food technology in my GCSE because I really like Gordon Ramsay and I like to cook. I wanted to be a chef at the time, but I also had an interest in Formula One, so at the end, sacrificing might be needed if you're all into becoming a Formula One engineer, and these subjects such as physics, math, chemistry, computer science are your starting blocks. But to be honest, even if you're not 100% on the Formula One road right now, these subjects will keep your options open in all sorts of other engineering fields, such as Tesla, SpaceX, all those famous companies, Intel, Nvidia, AMD, or basically everything you see in your room, or every technology you have. If you want to, you can get into those kind of fields with the subjects we just talked about. It's my question of the day, which is, which subject you think is the most important to get into Formula One? Is it math? Is it physics? Is it chemistry? Or is it computer science? Let me know down in the comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And yeah, if you made it this far into the video, drop a flag emoji down in the comment so I know you made it to the checker flag. For more tips or strategy about what is engineering or how to get into Formula One engineering, check out this video. It will be here or here, I don't know. But I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.